Welcome to Maybe We Can Help, podcast where we take random topics and we give our unsolicited advice. I am Tasia,
I'm Sheena.
I'm Raisha.
and we also have a guest again. This is going to be part 2 from our last podcast. So if you have not seen the last podcast, please go and check that out. We have him back again. His name's Aaron. Say hey, Aaron.
How's it going, people?
He is our male counterpart, also my husband. He's going to give his male advice. Amen. Today, like I said, it is going to be a part 2. So again, if you have not seen the podcast before this one, please go and check that one out so you're not confused about anything. We left off with Sheena posing a question.
The last question I posed was, how many billionaires do you know that are single?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the majority of billionaires are actually married.
Or with a significant other. Because I said
or with
Oprah.
a significant other.
Right.
What about Dr. Dre? Y'all know Dr. Dre? Do y'all know what he doing? Because we know what happened.
Abusive to his wife?
Yes.
I don't know about that.
I don't know either. I don't know. But his last wife got a lot of money, though.
I don't know.
Right?
I just read somewhere Dr. Dre had a stroke.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know how true it is,
Probably
but
said the same thing.
I just read he had a stroke for real.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
God.
What
So,
happened?
you know.
Oh, wow. Well, it ain't going too well. Either way,
Yeah, I mean.
basically, most
so you
of
think
the time.
billionaires be players,
No.
or they're not
I
players?
think that
In business, it's good to
business,
have a-
It's good to have a partner.
Mhm.
Nobody gets to anywhere by themselves, and you know, a lot of the times, if you follow billionaires online,
Mhm.
or if you listen to their advice, they tell you focus on one person. They tell men, you know, if you get one woman and you kind of focus on her, you know, saying because men have needs, you know, and they differ from women. I think that's kind of been proven over time that they're a little different than us. We're wired a little differently.
Mhm.
And so he was saying, most of them are saying, if you focus on this one woman, let her take care of that sexual need you have, and you plow your way through business wise, and you focus on other things, because a lot of times these millionaires can't get out of billionaire status because they're spending so much money on these women, or
Also,
you know,
I,
and vice versa.
I would say once they get that one woman, they have that one woman, do you think once they reach that billionaire status, they are more lax and then they start sowing their royal oats again? Because a lot of them aren't faithful, if we're being honest.
I think that if they're not faithful, they weren't faithful from the beginning most of the time.
So they would just kind of.
However, yeah, but I think
So they
there's a
have that
focus.
one significant. They have that
I
one
think they have a
main.
focus.
Okay, so they
And
have one
whatever else happens. I really do. Like, it's a difference between having the intent and being a player. Like, most of the time, if you are going to be a player, you got to invest something.
Do you think there are, in your mind, if we could name a faithful billionaire, will you put a name to one?
Child,
If we could.
I don't know none.
I don't think you would probably be able to say any.
Correct.
But my question would be, do y'all think a woman billionaire can be faithful? And do y'all think a man billionaire can be faithful? Now, mind you, I get there's exceptions to every rule.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, there's people that absolutely can. But in general, do y'all believe women billionaires are faithful? And do y'all believe men billionaires are faithful? In general.
I'm going to say no.
To both.
I'm going to say no to both.
Without God,
That part.
that's definitely no. I just feel like you're too open to too much.
And you're exposed to everything. And
when
then
you
you're
have
exposed to
everything
a
you want,
lot.
there's a
need,
saying that says,
you don't have no fulfillment.
what is that saying? Absolute power
Correct.
corrupts
Correct.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And when you have that much power, if you're a billionaire, that's
You have
a lot.
access to a lot of stuff.
You
I
can
mean,
pay
you're
people.
Now-
almost at
Anything.
absolute.
I mean, you probably did. That's probably the top tier type of cheaters. If you think about it, like, don't nobody know what's going on in their
Who
camp.
gonna know? Because money
Who
gonna
gonna
hush
know?
them all the way
Who
up.
gonna,
All
who gonna
the
tell
way.
See
it?
what them people coming out about Diddy and stuff. You know,
Oh,
I ain't saying he no
Lord,
billionaire, but he still got
think he
money.
is.
I don't know.
I think
I don't think he is. But okay, as a
'Cause-
follow up to that, where's the cap as far as money?
As far as what?
Is it
Cheating?
100? Yeah. As far as
There ain't no cap because somebody who make $3 an hour gonna cheat.
Of course. But somebody that make $3 an hour, you're not gonna really expect them to cheat.
Sure you
And
will. I expect them to cheat more.
Cause
oh, come on, man.
They ain't
No,
got
I
nothing to
do.
lose.
I personally do. I personally
With $3
I
they
feel
make
like
an
this.
hour.
I feel like if
you ain't got nothing to lose.
nothing. Right. I feel like if
you got the person to
You ain't
lose
even- you
because
ain't
that's
even got
all
a
you got.
standard to
You
work
ain't
for
got no money.
$7.50
All
an hour.
you got is the woman.
Get out of here.
It depends on if that woman is making
You
$3
hold on, wait. You telling me a man
or a woman.
or a woman that makes, I don't know, $25,000 a year is more inclined to cheat than a man that makes
What
$1
I'm
billion
saying- okay,
or
so
a
what I'm
woman
saying-
that
no,
makes
that's
$1
not what
billion?
I'm saying.
No.
they're both inclined. However, what I'm saying
I don't
is,
think they're both inclined.
yeah,
though.
yeah, because
But
here's the
that
thing.
would mean everybody is inclined to cheat.
Everybody is.
Oh
Everybody
no,
can.
no. Everybody
it's a
can,
mindset, right?
but I don't think
inclined?
everybody is inclined to cheat.
When you
No
say
matter what
I
your
disagree that.
financial,
When you say
yeah.
in-
Do
when
you
say
mean have
inclined-
the reasons or the means to cheat? When
Yeah,
you
what
say inclined,
Both. Like, okay,
Yeah, everybody can. Everybody has the means.
I'm not
Everybody
talking
has
about can.
Put it like this, though. Put it like this. If you are a billionaire, okay, and you are married, especially if you don't have a prenup, you are not trying to get caught. Like you have to lose a lot of that wealth if you lose your significant other. If you make $25,000, it's not the same. It's not the same. You don't have as much to lose.
So then you're saying a person that makes $25K
Mm-hmm.
is more inclined to cheat than a person that makes $1 billion.
I'm saying that they have less to lose and they can be more frivolous. With
And
it.
I'm
I
gonna
think
be
they
opposite.
have way more to lose.
I'm
though.
gonna be opposite because I think the more money you have, the more you are inclined to cheat.
Absolutely.
Because the more access you have,
Absolutely.
the more access, the more means to cover it up. Because
like
some
women
you
don't
making
wanna
25.
do- Women
making
don't
20
want to do making
What I'm saying is,
25,000.
I think maybe both. Then
If he's
you know?
emotionally if he's emotionally intelligent, you keep that $25,000 an hour, lady. Watch our other podcasts.
But I think even a billionaire can be emotionally intelligent.
Absolutely.
My point is to say that a man that makes 25,000 is even at the same level to cheat as a man that makes $1 billion.
Well, he's gonna have more women coming after him in general. You know, so he's
So
gonna
then
have
he
more
has
access.
exactly.
But what I'm saying is that you could literally be.
depending on what that
I
25.
wish I could name names because
depending-
I know one of the brokest.
Depending on the
I
type
know.
One
of
of the
But-
brokest
but-
men I have ever met. He
See,
has
this is why
absolutely
you can't
nothing,
let black
and he
folks
has
talk.
so much access. How I don't know. And he cheats.
I lost my train of thought.
I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. Go about the broke folks.
I
So-
think it's easier for a millionaire to cheat. Millions and up. As you climb up the ladder, it's easier for you to cheat. You have more access to cheat. People are flock to you even more. You probably don't even have to go out and look. They flock to you even more because they see you have money. So I think the more you climb up that ladder, the easier it is for you to cheat. So the more inclined you are to cheat. But I think once you start hitting like the billions, it's more. You have to get more discretion
So
because we still don't know who Jay-Z cheated with.
let me ask this. Do y'all think a person that makes 25K that's completely loyal to you would build itself up and get to $1 billion?
And still be faithful.
Yes.
I feel like it depends on the individual, but I feel like it could be harder.
Could of course it could be, but the point is, and of course there's
He's more inclined to keep you,
of course there's
he or she. Honestly, I feel like she would be more inclined to lose you, but I think he would be more inclined to keep you because when a man genuinely falls in love, and I'm not talking about surface.
He has to marry his dream girl though.
I'm not talking about surface. I'm not talking about I'm just with you because you're good looking or and you have great intimacy.
A
I'm talking
silent
about
woman.
in love. He worships the ground this lady walk on. Is in love with her. If he takes that 25K and makes it $1 billion, he won't leave her.
Absolutely not, because men fall in love differently.
They fall in love differently.
They fall in
Right.
love.
It's almost like a branding.
differently.
You remember Twilight when once
Yes,
you're branded for
imprinting.
life.
Right, and if you
But
have
at
a
the same
woman
thing,
with money,
and I feel like if that woman takes that 25
And let you do something wrong.
and she is it becomes a billionaire, I think she is more inclined to leave you. And it's not a knock at women. It's not. It's not a knock at women.
That's very
It's
interesting.
only because it just seems that women love differently. We love for emotional reasons. We are natural nurturers or whatever, but we aren't always branded for life.
Well, let's hope I make $1 billion first.
I could see a woman
I don't know
who is in love with her husband leave him first.
I don't know.
Than a man that is in love with his wife.
Now they
leave
do
him.
say marry a man that loves you more. That's a saying that old people tell you to do. They,
I
I've heard
see
that all
that.
my life. They was like, if you like him more, don't marry him.
And I could.
I agree and disagree with that. The only reason I disagree is,
and I'm not saying
it-
she
it
would, and I'm not
depends.
knocking my women because I'm a woman.
so are you
I'm just
saying? Are you saying?
I could see
I'm
it.
a woman.
I'm
Are
a
you
woman.
saying that if a woman that makes 25K
Mhm.
turns it into $1 billion,
Mhm.
she would cheat or she would just leave?
She's more likely to leave.
I don't think she would leave. I don't think she would cheat because I think
So she would just leave.
Yeah, I think she would. She would
So as
find
More
something.
inclined
I
to,
think
is what
she
you're saying.
would because it almost gives.
put it
It
like
almost
this.
gives her puts her in the alpha mindset. Remember Temptation, the movie Temptation?
Mhm.
She was a regular woman, had a regular man. You know what I'm saying? He
She was in
loved
love
her.
with him.
He was in love with her, but she started to have access to higher caliber men, and this higher caliber man came along,
And made her feel better about herself.
feel better about herself. He wasn't in love with her.
I haven't watched that movie. How did she get access to higher caliber?
job.
men?
You gotta watch it.
It's a job.
It's
Like
good.
she,
She
no,
goes,
she
but
started
yeah.
making more money
Um,
and
it was
just
a-
started being in
he
the
hired
same
her.
area.
He
was
hired her, I
still
believe.
trying to like make it like her husband.
Her
I
husband.
know,
He wasn't.
but like, did she? Was
So
she
in
just
her
in
office-
the same areas,
Yes.
or
So her,
she was just in
higher,
the same area?
The higher caliber man came into her office. And I think he hired her. They intertwined because of where she worked, or whatever. And she started to have access to his jets and stuff like that. You know, just access to him more. So he showed her something different, and she ended up cheating,
and catching AIDS
and getting HIV
and divorced
and
the good
divorced her
man.
husband,
Well,
the
you
one
know,
that loved her.
a lot of people have the day they deserve. But the thing is, that's different from a woman getting up in that caliber
Mhm.
and then just leaving. So, so you said a woman.
I'm not sure. Let's hear about some examples of that, because in my opinion,
I don't know none.
Me either. I don't know any examples of women who made it big and left their husbands. However, we can name one after the other of men who were married to a woman and then they got more money and they left that woman and they got someone, because a lot of times
Billions? Are we talking about billionaire, right? Still?
even
millionaires are
millionaires.
billionaires.
I mean,
millionaire,
Either way.
or I mean, you just
But
literally.
that's a fair point, because I don't know any billionaires that did that. I know millionaires that did it, but I can't name one
It's
single billionaire that did it.
Because it's I haven't made $1 billion yet, but I will think it's a certain caliber of mindset, a caliber of hard work and ethics you have to actually make $1 billion, and knowing the right people and stuff like that, and discipline, or whatever.
absolutely.
Not saying they ain't cheating, because I definitely believe that some of them cheat,
But it comes. It comes
but it's
without.
more discreet. I think
Yeah.
it's more discreet.
You have to have that type of self-discipline. You have to have
Yes,
that
it's
a
different.
self-image.
And we're not talking about relationships either. We're talking about marriages. Not just talking about, somebody you've been dating for 10 years.
Well, one
Right.
thing,
That's a whole nother topic.
I don't remember which one of y'all said it, but one of y'all said that, a person that's a billionaire, they focus on one woman because they're so focused on, everything that they have to do, that they can only focus on
to
one
reach the
woman,
billionaire status.
for that intimacy. But I actually disagree with that, because if you have a billionaire, a man that's traveling all over the world, he's doing all this stuff.
We're not talking about being a billionaire. We're talking about building into a billionaire. And I watch a lot.
You mean along the way?
Yes, I'm talking about building that status. Not once you get there.
Along the way.
Yes, I watch a whole lot of. I follow billionaires, and I look at their their advice and stuff like that. And I've listened to at least 10 or more clips and snippets and seminars where billionaires are sitting there and they're saying, if you want to reach $1 billion, focus on one woman and build. Like the rest of it, like okay, I got this.
Okay, but
people,
a lot of men of that status are focusing on one woman, but they're looking at it different because they'll just go out and they can just sleep with somebody, but their main person at home.
Right, they're focused.
And so, I have never.
But randomly sleeping with somebody doesn't switch your focus.
But randomly sleeping with somebody is cheating.
No, right. Now but what I'm saying is like I'm just saying like that's what they're saying. They're saying
that's disingenuous. If they're still sleeping with somebody, that's disingenuous. They're just not giving that person real time of day. They're just sleeping with them.
Absolutely.
And they're focusing on their wife. That's disingenuous. But my thought is, can y'all name one single billionaire that left their wife after becoming a billionaire?
After?
Yep.
What did Dr. Dre do? Can somebody look that up? Because I don't remember that he reached billion first and then he divorced. Then they got divorced or what? Because
my point is, most of the time, once you're a billionaire, it's usually the woman that divorces the man.
What happened with Mark? No, or is it Elon Musk? Elon Musk.
No, it was.
It was Elon or Mark?
No,
it was Elon.
It wasn't Mark either. It was Amazon. Jeff
Bezos. Yep.
His wife left him, and she got $500 million. I think she got way more than that.
I don't know what she got, but she got quite a bit.
But she left.
She was building with him for a long time.
But my point is,
that's tough.
Unless if you can prove me wrong, fine. But a billionaire, I've never seen a billionaire leave their wife.
Male or female?
Male.
You said males leave their wives.
I have never seen
wives leave billionaires.
A male leave their wife once they're a billionaire.
And that makes me think.
Or at least I don't know about it.
It makes me think, like, what was he doing? Like that.
Probably the same thing he was doing when he was a millionaire.
And she thought it would
change. Got tired of
it. Maybe or because women are a little diabolical. She waited because she knew he was going to become a billionaire.
Possibly.
So she waited till that that bank account. I don't want this man for real. She waited till that bank account. She said, "All right, I'm gonna sit right here, right nice and pretty, until you get to about 10 billion, and then I'm gonna take half." You just wait and go on about my business. Because women are.
I'm not about to lose.
I love us.
All of this.
But listen, we can be some devious people. That's why men don't know when women cheat. That's why.
And that's why they say
that could be another double standard right there. Women are better at cheating than men. Do you agree?
I agree.
I do.
Better.
Way better.
Better.
By far.
As far as getting caught, having more or less, of sexual partners, just better. Marcus why did I get married the first one? He didn't know his wife was cheating until the dinner table.
When she told him.
Had no clue.
You
didn't get.
He was so focused on him cheating.
Get it from
I don't know, Keisha.
I don't remember.
You got it from Walter.
But if he was
Walter,
cheating,
I ain't gay.
Walter, nope,
I did.
If he was cheating, that's why.
Yeah, he was cheating.
Because he was focused on his cheating.
Right.
So he normally see what she was doing.
Normally women wait.
But she knew he was cheating.
Yes.
Of course. Okay.
Normally women wait until you're distracted and then go.
Most. Well, I'm
not
not
most.
Say most.
I don't know most, but some women.
I'm like, if I'm not cheating and you cheating, you're not gonna be able to hide that from me.
Because you're attentive. So that not us. Think about a man who isn't attentive to their
who works a lot.
What
was that movie? Lord have mercy. The Family That Prays.
Oh, he was so boy.
He was so
no.
Clueless.
He was
very clueless, and she worked for the man.
But she was so evil.
She was evil, but that was her personality in general. Some women just got attitudes out the wazoo. That was her personality, so he didn't think
he was
of it
so
differently. When she came home and was like, whatever, he was like, that's just my wife. That's how she act, And so he was shocked, awed, and amazed.
Well, dudes ask questions.
Um,
Ask questions, cause I'll
But
ask
he was
questions.
working so much and focused on his dreams.
She
and
gonna
stuff that
answer every
he,
question. I'm sorry. I ask a billion questions every day.
okay, I do have a question for our males though, because women, they say women have that feeling. You just know. That's what they say about women. Do y'all just know? Have you, not you, because you wouldn't know, but do you think men would just know? Do y'all have that gut feeling
First of all,
that they say
if you
men,
think I
women have
wouldn't
it?
know, you out of your mind. But
You would. You're speaking for other men.
Men in general.
Do you think men would have a gut feeling that their wife is cheating?
I don't think it would be a gut feeling. I think
I don't think it's a gut feeling. First of all,
I don't know the feeling.
I don't.
for
think,
women it's not a gut feeling.
I don't think it's a gut feeling. I think we think it's a gut feeling. I think that women are so inclined to the small details in life that we notice slight changes. And so there's a slight change. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I know you're doing something different. And so that's the feeling we get. It could be literally me. I'll be sitting in there. Okay, Risha and I had a conversation recently. She was just like, I walked in and y'all were womp. Okay. And it's just like, she wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It's literally an observation. Y'all were different today than you normally are because we notice those things. We notice we're emotionally inclined and we're detail inclined. You know, we can look at someone's wig and tell if it's helmety. You know, we can look at a little girl and notice, you know what I'm saying, something small and slight about her, like she's being abused. Look at that little girl. We nudging
So why
each
do
other.
you think they call it intuition? A woman's intuition?
Because
if
it's
it's
still-
just if it's just observation.
It's because that's what we think it is.
But that's
It's-
what I'm saying. But why is it labeled that? Why would that intuition be a
I
word
think
if it's not a
I
thing?
think it's because of a lack of logic, in my opinion. You know, I think that we don't know what it is. We don't know that it's our observations that are giving us the insights that we're looking at right now, and because it's literally he walked past me, and there was like a different feeling,
Smell.
like or feeling.
Mm.
We're spiritual creatures, so it's just like you feel the disconnect. If somebody is pulling away from you, you know what I'm saying, emotionally, you feel that, you know. And we say it's instinct, but really it's change in environment. You know, like I felt that you feel different to me today. Like you're not invested. I'm sitting here talking to you, and normally when you were in love with me, it was okay, babe, sure. And today it's all right, yeah, all right, okay, I heard you, all right. You know what I'm saying? And then we say something's telling me something's off.
Well, in that
something's off.
specific scenario, sometimes dudes just have days like that.
True, but it's the consistency of that. It's the
Sometimes he consistently going through it. Like he could have maybe, let's say, a month that he just dealing with a whole lot that month, and he ain't cheating. He just don't want to do a whole lot of talking.
I would say it's a difference. Because Risha says this a lot. You got to know who you with.
absolutely.
You got to know
your partner.
You know when
gotta
you
know
know
him.
when you should know, because everybody is not attentive to the one they're with. You should know
Yeah,
when your
absolutely.
person is stressed. You should know
Absolutely.
when they're going through something. Like you should not. Depression is a whole nother.
How would you distinguish the two?
Well, put it like
Stress.
What's the difference?
Stress and cheating.
If you think somebody, what's the difference
I wouldn't
between
know.
Okay, put it like-
if you say a person stressing, if they actually cheating?
I think it depends because, like, I think that it's been times that women have seen, like, okay, their man is stressed, or, I mean, it could be other things. It's men that literally be on, you know, that they're going missing or something's changing, and it's not a woman, and you don't feel like it's a woman. It could be drugs, alcohol, it could be he lost his job and he out there trying to find a new one before you find out. You know what I'm saying? And like she said, you got to know the person that you're with. And I think that those things kind of, they show up in different ways in your partner. And if you get to know your partner, I'm not the surface stuff. Now, if you know, I know his favorite color and all that kind of stuff. I'm talking about you have connected. That's why God says becoming one. Some people will never know about the deepness of actually becoming one, because in order to become one with somebody, you literally have to sometimes swallow your own pride to hear them and let them really really connect with you on a deeper level, not just what is this and what do you like, where do you like to go, what do you look like when you're sad, when you're angry, when and what level of angry are
Not
you
even
at.
what you look like, but what does your spirit feel like?
And that,
What do you feel? I need to know what you feel like when you're sad. When you're,
yes,
I need to feel that
right,
because sometimes
and not be
you'll look
afraid to
past.
feel that.
Right, you'll look past the look, and you'll be like, "Oh wait, you walk past me. Oh, what's
Yes.
wrong with you?"
The worst thing you could do is your partner's angry with you or you're angry with your partner and you walk away and you run into the other room or you go somewhere else because you won't understand the depths of their anger, of their pain, of their anything. And that's the first thing that we want to do, because as human beings we kind of want to run away from tough situations, but that's the worst thing you could do, because you need to understand your partner and allow them, saying like, I'm not afraid of your painful and your pain, your anger, none of that. I'm here for you. And when you sit through that, you do get to experience, what that's like, and you connect on a deeper level. Most people don't want to do that though. But
Because it takes time. It takes time and patience. Time and patience, Lord.
yes, self-control,
Self-
all the fruits of the spirit. It
That's
takes
it.
all of that for marriage. Crucifixion of the flesh. You gotta sit on yourself,
Amen.
and learn. Like, you become a student of that person.
Mhm.
And so yeah, sometimes some it's
You absorbing all of this, you might be the one that's next.
she is next. There's no question about that. It ain't me.
Jesus mercy.
You still not. We're not
I'm
even
not
looking her
even-
way.
Nah, we ain't in the
We
dating
not-
phase
Lord.
yet,
Mm-mm-mm. These conversations need to be had for people like Risha, who is desiring marriage soon, or people who already is currently married and need help in their marriages, or just your self-regulation. Was it that? Is that the word?
Yeah.
When you working on you, yeah. When you working on yourself, because it starts with yourself. When you treat yourself good, it's easier to treat someone else good.
Our pastor preached a sermon today, and she talked about, treating people right. How
Mm.
hard is it for you to treat Aaron right if you're mad at him?
Oh my Lord, it is difficult. I'm not gonna lie, it's difficult.
Can you do it?
Yeah, I can do it. I've learned over the years it is a swallowing. It's a huge swallowing, because when it's not even just when I'm mad at him. Because sometimes when I'm mad at him, I want to talk to him like, bruh, what is it? We gotta fix this. What is it? But when I'm stressed, or like a situation was going on with me, that's when I can't. It's hard for me to even.
You almost said the word can't.
Yeah, I almost
You
I
caught
did. I was
yourself.
like,
Don't say
it's,
that.
it
No.
could be it could used to be hard for me to get pushed past that stress of myself, or even stress that I feel like he may be causing me, and just be like, all right, let's talk about this.
Yes, swallowing.
It takes us. It is a swallowing. It
Have
is
you
a
ever been
swallowing.
swallowed? Had to throw that in there. Swallowed.
Swallowed up
It
that
really does
pride.
take. It really does. It really takes a swallowing. It takes. You have to quiet your spirit down, because when it's riled up, you'll say anything, and you won't care where your fiery darts are going. You can really hurt that person.
Ooh,
So you
that
have to
part.
really calm yourself within yourself.
That part.
Swallow that pride. Say, God help me, and then speak. Because if you do the opposite, is it can get worse, and it just goes downhill from there. So
Amen.
I want to ask that same question to Aaron. From your perspective, how hard is it to treat Tay right when you are upset with her or angry?
It's hard to treat anybody right when you're upset with them.
Are you at that place where you can do that?
Sure, absolutely. I mean, I've done it, multiple times. The thing is daily, not daily like we have issues daily, but like when you have an issue, you got to do it again.
Okay.
So a lot of times it's hard to keep the same mindset of, okay, here we go. Like I gotta deal with this again, because if you don't, you've seen the results of what's gonna happen when you don't do
Absolutely.
it. So you got to continue to do it when it comes up, because I mean you're different people. It's always gonna come up, even in different type of relationships. You're gonna disagree. you're gonna have situations where it's like, okay, bro, I ain't feeling what you just did, and so you got to get over it in yourself first, and then you got to be mature enough, and you have to for be able to forgive to the point where it's like, okay, let's talk about this, let's get past it, and it'll be fine. And
So at what point, how did you get to that place? And at what point did you, where's it like not, it's not, you're not like working off of emotions. You're just like, oh, like this, what you're going through with right now, how you're teaching us and talking to us like, okay, you have to go through, sit down. At what point how'd you get there? How'd you arrive to that place?
Acting in emotion.
We did a lot of what you shouldn't do first.
Absolutely.
A lot of that first.
Lot. Like, there's plenty of times where she got pissed off, and I was like, all right, I'm good. You go do what you gonna do then. Fine. Because you ain't got no reason to be mad. So since you ain't got no reason to be mad, you sit there mad by yourself. But we all know that's not how you're supposed to do it, because you don't want to live in that type of environment. You don't want that person to be upset, because you don't want to be upset. And if you get upset, you want that person to, be calm and to be able to help you to calm down. And so you can't be the person that elevates it. And I've been that person a lot. So
do you feel like that's a double standard? That they expect the woman to calm down?
No, that's not my thought, because I think that's both. Because there's plenty of times where I've been mad, and she figured out I was mad, and she was like, okay. And then it was just like, okay, I'm gonna just let him deal with it.
I'll walk right away.
And so,
or I know my favorite is I'm gonna go to sleep. I don't.
And we both done it. We have both done it.
I don't need to be mad. I'm like, oh, you mad? Okay.
Yep. And that pissed me off even more. Cause how I'm mad, and you
I'ma
just
go to sleep.
You could just sleep when you know I'm mad.
And it's hilarious.
Oh, that's what
I
we doing?
would consciously be like, oh, he's mad. Well, I'm going to sleep. I ain't dealing with this tonight.
And the thing is, I've done the same thing. She been pissed. She been mad about stuff, and I was like, all right. And went right to sleep and didn't care. So we both done it. But we, thank God. I mean, it took time. We've been married for over 9 years. It took time for us to realize, okay, this person's upset. Maybe I need to check my emotions for a second. Even if they're upset and I'm upset, one of us got to, be okay.
So it became a back and forth versus a back and forth.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
It's not a back and forth like blah blah blah. It's a back and forth like, okay, this time I'll check my emotions.
Yeah, somebody got to be okay at some point.
I think we kind of stumbled into our next topic, kind of sort of like a conversation, helping marriages. Might be our next topic. Because part 2 of double, it has been a good one. Part 2 of double standards has been amazing. I hope it helped you guys tonight. It was a great topic. And any conversations or any topics that you guys have, please comment them. Please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when we post a video. And it has been a wonderful night, ladies.
Yes, it has. We want to thank our guest for coming out.
And
giving us his perspective.
Because listen, y'all, he be behind the camera and he's probably going to be back again. So he might be a regular sometimes. We ain't going to call him a guest no more because he be back there with opinions. I am Tasia.
I'm Sheena.
I'm Risha.
All right. And it has been Maybe We Can Help. Have a great night.
Bye.